Welcome to Chapter 8 of Staying Invested. This is about showing you the consistency of returns that you're likely to receive by staying invested for the long term. What we've done here is broken down the quarterly returns into different segments. On the left-hand side, you have the red segments, and the segments are 0 to -5, -5 to -10, and worse than -10. On the right-hand side, we have the positive segments. They're in green, and we have from 0 to +5, from +5 to +10, and greater than +10. Straight away, you should be able to see that the green sides significantly outweigh the red side. So the probability of receiving a positive return is significantly higher than a negative return. As you go up the risk profile as well, you'll see that the segments of pluses and minuses spread out to give you that normal distribution. So portfolio 1, most of its returns are within the segments 0 to -5 and 0 to +5. Whereas portfolio 10 has a significant portion of its returns in segments that are worse than -10, but also more positive than +10. What we've done here is taken the return profiles and trying to give clients an expectation of what they can expect to receive in the long run. And what we've done is taken those first two segments. We've taken the first negative and the first positive to give you a range of between +5 and -5. And how often, based on your risk profile, are you going to fall in between +5 and -5? And you can see straight away, the less risk you take, the more probability of your return is falling between +5 and -5. Taken to the extreme, risk portfolio 1, there's only been one occasion where the return has fallen outside of +5 to -5. Whereas portfolio 10, only half of that return will be between +5 and -5. Sometimes it will be worse than -5. More often, though, it's better than +5. So this gives you an indication of, based on your level of risk, how often your expectation will be of getting a return of between +5 and -5. The key question for all clients is how often can they expect to receive a positive return? And what we've done here is take across risk profiles 1 to 10 and average them across all of those risk profiles for the period in question. And if you're only invested for a quarter, you can see here that 73% of the time you can expect to receive a positive return. Increase that to a year, that probability goes up to 80%. Increase it to 3 years, that probability of receiving a positive return goes up to 89%. And if you invest for 5 years, the probability of getting a positive return goes up to 100%, showing you the longer you're invested for, the greater the probability you're going to receive a positive return. Thank you for listening to this chapter. Please feel free to listen to the other chapters in this series.